An Evening with Priscilla Presley. The star takes a look back at her life with Elvis in a captivating show at the Seminole Casino Immokalee. Even now, decades later, Priscilla Presley can't believe that Elvis, a superstar known around the world, chose to marry her. "I often wonder, why me?" she says. "To this day, why the heck me? He could have had anyone." Priscilla is looking back and sharing her memories. She's touring in support of the Sofia Coppola movie, Priscilla, which is based on Priscilla's 1985 autobiography, Elvis and Me, written with Sandra Harmon. She'll appear at 8 p.m. March 13th at the Seminole Casino in Immokalee. During An Evening with Priscilla, hosted by ABC7's Jen Stacy, Priscilla will talk about her life with Elvis, show some home movies, and answer questions from the audience. "It's just sharing my life," she says. "Through most of my life, I've had people ask me, what was it like to live at Graceland? It was great. They want to know about my life with Elvis, question after question, from the time I met him through our life together. People seem to really enjoy it, and I enjoy talking about it, the love I had for him, the reasons why certain things happened. The time goes by fast, so I try to talk fast. People ask different things," she says. For example, they'll ask about his grandmother, whom he called Dodger, who lived with him. Her autobiography, Elvis and Me, which was a #1 New York Times bestseller, is now in its 68th printing. Priscilla first met Elvis when he was in the army and stationed in Germany in Bad Neuheim. Priscilla's stepfather was stationed in Germany too. A man introduced them, bringing Priscilla to Elvis's house. Priscilla was 14. "Never in my life did I think of meeting Elvis Presley," she says. "I knew he was stationed in Germany, everyone did. He was shipped out when he was at his peak, musically. His fear was that the fans would forget about him. I have all types of stories I'm sharing with the audience and gladly answer their questions," she says. "Anything they want to know about. Gosh, I enjoy it. I'm reliving my life. And I'm remembering things while I'm talking. And then, oh, this happened." She'd never met anyone famous before, she says. "He was the most popular entertainer and beloved," she says. "I was quite nervous. I didn't have anything to share. I had no life yet. I was very shy, and he saw that. He was so sweet, so kind and nice. He was entertaining. He started playing piano, singing Jerry Lee Lewis songs and rocking out. Elvis was living in a house off base. He was in an area where fans could come see him. He felt he was losing his fans, and he asked for special dispensation to live off base. They did allow that for him. Fans would line up for autographs," she recalls. "He has a sign, autograph signing from 7 to 8. They'd line up. He was so sweet, so kind, so nice, so loving. I never thought I'd be asked to go back. But Elvis kept inviting her back. He felt he could confide in her. During the time I spent with him, evenings talking with him, seeing his lifestyle, he gained a lot of trust in me," she says. "I never told anybody at school I was seeing him. I never said one word. I was never that person, braggy. Oh, I'm going with Elvis. He was so impressed he wanted to know what the kids thought about me. I told him I never told anyone." "You never told anyone?" "No, I never ever did that. He was private, and I respected that." Priscilla, the movie. Sofia Coppola, who's made movies such as Lost in Translation and Marie Antoinette, was initially going to make a series about Edith Wharton's Custom of the Country for Apple Plus. But then she swerved and made Priscilla, based on Priscilla's autobiography. It premiered at the Venice International Film Festival in September 2023, and Priscilla walked the red carpet with its stars and director. While most movies focus on Elvis, this one highlights Priscilla and tells the story from her point of view. It also doesn't include Elvis's music. Sofia was not given permission to use it. "I thought she did a very nice job," Priscilla says. "I was concerned about it, having someone writing about me in a film." She had a couple of meetings with the Oscar-winning director, who explained how she was using Elvis and Me as a guide. "I pretty much answered all her questions," says Priscilla, who was an executive producer on the biopic. While Priscilla saw her relationship with Elvis as a romance, others were appalled by the 10-year age difference and the fact they were living together. They married when Priscilla was 21. The movie also doesn't shy away from the more difficult and chaotic parts of their life together. "When I saw the film, I was pleasantly surprised," Priscilla says. "That's difficult to do. You have someone's life in your hands. It was quite brave of her. I didn't know what to expect. You never know. But she just took it from the book. I did see a couple of clips of the film beforehand. I liked what she did. I like her work, and that's why I trusted her." Priscilla didn't want anyone else but Sofia making the film. As she told Rolling Stone magazine, In The Hollywood Reporter, she got me. Sofia could relate to Priscilla, as she'd grown up with a famous father, the filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola. They both knew what it was like to live in a gilded cage when young, to be in the public eye. We had a lot in common, Priscilla says. I put that trust in her. She's happy with the end result. I just wish the film could have been longer, she says. She was on a time frame. She only had an hour 20 minutes. If only she could have just had 2 hours. But she had that time frame to go by. As Priscilla grew older, she became her own woman. Elvis was controlling and volatile. He cheated on her. Priscilla found the strength to leave Elvis and divorce him. I just followed my own lead, she explains. You have to survive. You have to move on, the best you can. I'm not a pouter who grieves and stops my life. I had a daughter, my son. I'm a mom. I had to move on. I had to live on my own and taste life a little bit. I just jumped in and said, okay, I have never experienced this. Initially, she studied dance and karate. I never wanted to be a movie star, she confesses. She joined the cast of the popular TV series Dallas in season 7. William Morris got that call about auditioning for Dallas, she says. I never thought I could get it. I got it, and here I am. She was offered the co-starring role in The Naked Gun, from the Files of Police Squad. When the opportunity came, I took it. I love the script. And Leslie Nielsen was great, she says. She went on to film the 2 sequels to the movie, The Naked Gun, 2.5, The Smell of Fear, and The Naked Gun, 33 1/3, The Final Insult. It wasn't even work, she says. It was fun. It was laughter. Priscilla's appeared in TV roles on shows such as Melrose Place, Touched by an Angel, and Spin City. She's also acted on stage as the evil witch in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and the genie in Aladdin. What does she want to do next? I'm doing it, Priscilla says. I've done it, and I'm doing it. This is really what I like to be doing. I'm doing what I like to do. I have a choice, and I haven't regretted my choices. I think a lot about something that comes towards me, a film or TV or whatever. I'll take it or leave it, depending on what it is. I'm just living life like everyone else, Priscilla says. I take the opportunities as they come. I either do it or not. I move on. Please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button for more videos.